Shout out the Hector Show, pussy.
Hola, amigos. What's up with it? This is our drink to that. What's up with it? How you doing, Eli? Dígalo. We're with Eli Ramos, Corey Cooley. Eli. Do you no.
Number one question.
No, I know how it happened.
Let's be honest.
They don't hear that.
That's another.
Go read Times Union.
We ask the hard hitting questions here. Do you piss the same way you shit?
What do you eat?
Like, do you you sit down to shit? Do you have to sit down to piss?
I'm always.
Or do you have
Stand up to piss, you psycho. That's the only time you can do it, though.
Machine. Just piss.
The desire to piss makes you able to stand.
fucking? I don't know if you got a catheter or something there.
I use a cat.
You do? Yeah.
That's
See.
why I'm like, you
See?
know what? I know that bathroom is not gonna work out for me, but I'm on a 4-hour time.
Oh, okay.
Like, bladder gets clear. I got 4 hours to do some shit.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
gotta find a bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see, also, I didn't think the most asked question would be like, how did you do it? Or like, what happened? I thought it would be like, can you get hard? Does it still work?
It stands at a time.
Yeah, no. Most people
We can
it do. Even like Foley people who are like completely numb. I don't know like, if you're like numb, but like they get hard. Like,
Yeah.
it just
So
happens.
that's the thing, right? It's the feeling, not so much, but the reflex.
Yeah,
We could salute the flag.
yeah.
The thing is, and to use a political analogy, it's a lot like shaking hands with the unemployed.
Gross.
Get out there. Get started.
No.
So once it's going,
What a beautiful analogy. That's
you know.
Know what you should do? You should do like an erectile dysfunction commercial. Be like, oh, you can't get it out, pussy? I can.
I can.
No,
I don't even feel it. I don't even care.
I don't need blue chew.
What was that? There was a movie. I don't want to get into it, but there's a movie about. I think it's like Helen Hunt that her job is to jack off quadriplegics. Yeah, I'll send it to you, dude. It's on Pornhub.
that's your thing to do.
It's like Skinner.
Yeah. You don't fuck with porn. You don't seem like a porn guy. You fuck with porn?
Yeah,
What kind? Is it all? Do you have to? Because I have to
like be able to put myself
For me,
into.
the dude has to be a fat loser.
Yeah, for me, it just has to be white.
Yeah.
I hear you on the like big daddy shit, because it's like, all right, like at some point it's cartoonish, like this.
Yeah.
Dude, do you ever see there's this guy, it's called World's Largest, and he just has like a dildo, and that he acts like it's his dick, it's like all POV, and it's literally like from here to fucking like where that chair is, and he like when he's fucking girls, he's just double holding it, and just...
See, that's
That's what women want, is like an AI dick. It doesn't even exist in this
Yeah, it's
universe.
literally like fucking 3 feet, and I'm just like, how? I'm just like, what?
Well, you got fooled by him.
I just watch it and I'm just like,
photo.
no, it's videos. And
Then that's like a fake dick, right?
yeah, it has to be. It's also like super cartoonishly plastic. But like,
It's funny to refer to it as cartoonish. Like I imagine like the girl like putting the cock in the side of her mouth and like Bugs Bunny, and like, "What's up, Doc?" Cartoonish.
yes, and
Yeah.
yo, parody porn is so funny.
parody porn reached its apex in like 2012.
Yeah.
What was the height of?
The Simpsons porn where they would paint each other yellow, and then
They were what?
They would like be painted full yellow and be like, "Oh my homie," they'd be doing the voices and shit.
That's pretty good. Yeah, it's
Or like
wonderful.
the SpongeBob one.
SpongeBob.
Yeah, there's one
What
with
the fuck is
fucking
that?
SpongeBob, and he's wearing like a mascot costume.
There's a
But
one.
his face is like His human face is in it.
Yeah, there's a woman.
So terrible.
There's a woman fuck Squidward's nose.
For our black
sure.
and Latino viewers, there's one.
There aren't any.
Let me call you. Let me snip that. Nip that in the bud.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they're rewatching this.
Yeah.
One called "This Ain't Good Times,"
What?
and it's like, keeping your head above water. Funky, straight, like the intro sequence.
That's fucking awesome. All right, I gotta check that one out. That seems good.
If you're into like the big booty, Rubenesque types.
Who isn't?
Yeah.
When I was a younger man, we did, because this was the last time I was into porn parodies. I think that
I wasn't turning off to them. I just thought they were funny to watch.
I have theories about porn that I could go on about, but the porn parodies I had were like Cinemax. We had like Spider Babe.
Yeah.
Emmanuel, remember that shit?
No. Tell me about.
Emmanuel, this shit was big in the 90s. It was one of those Skinemax like miniseries.
Oh, like some like red shoe diaries bullshit. Yeah.
Again and again.
Yeah.
That's
We
great.
had Spider Babe and like Lord of the G Strings. These were all bad, and these are soft core. Lord of the G Strings. Yeah. The main character. It was the same chick that was in. She was like a weird softcore porn star. I forget her fucking name. I wish I knew it. I'd shout her out because I want to marry her. But she played a character called the main character's name in Lord of the G Strings was Dildo Saggins.
Oh, that's people.
That's what I'm talking about. So it was mostly like it was very softcore porn, but with high concept pun comedy.
Just shot.
Dildo Saggins?
Dildo Saggins? Yeah, that's
It was actually still shot in New Zealand.
dude. But it was directed by Peter Jackson.
Is Gandalf still gay?
Yeah. Fuck, dude. I wish I could remember what Gandalf was.
Was Gandalf the Black actually black?
Yeah. Gandalf the Black. Goddamn, dude. Yeah, that's. Yeah. I wish. I'm going to try to find it now.
Oh, it's Gandalf the Gray. Fuck. Whatever.
Yeah. It was Gandalf the Gray and then Gandalf the White. I don't want to. That's for our virgin. If any virgins are listening to this, then they can
Shout out to
shout out unfuckable weirdos.
We're trying to get everybody. Black,
Yeah.
Latino, virgin.
Yeah. Who else can we get? Chinese? You guys got any jokes for the Chinese? For them, not against
Well, the Kevin Santos episode came out and we invented a new slur for Chinese people.
them. Let me hear it, dude. This is my.
Paddles.
I love it already, dude.
Paddles.
I don't even understand it, but I love it already.
There's nothing really to it about.
It's like a spelling bee. Use it in a sentence.
Yeah, these fucking paddles, they're terrible tourists. They're always taking
Yeah.
pictures.
There's a group of paddles over there. Don't go there.
Oh, yeah, we're going to Paddletown.
Ooh, Paddletown. Now, see, this is a good slur. This has,
Jack. It's paddle.
dude. That's if we could beat that joke on this episode, we've done something great. That's what a beautiful mind. God damn, dude.
I'll give you an Asian story. Right? So I'm getting picked up from work, but I'm sick as fuck. I'm just like, let me just get home and like throw up. For some reason, I just felt kind of like stomach.
Yeah.
Because that was the biggest problem with your day.
That was
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
That was
So
what I
I
was
get
alluding to.
and the guy is playing Spanish radio.
Yeah.
Before I got it. And like mind you, I don't really like put my government name out there on the Udo. It's like ER.
Yeah.
No one knows who the fuck I am. So it's not like he was like, oh, he's Spanish. He put out some fucking Spanish music. We get on the thing. He's listening to Spanish music, man. And here's an Asian driver, a disabled Latino in the back. And I'm like, you're trying to take DEI away from us?
Yeah.
This is a beautiful moment. We're on the FDR drive. That motherfucker's in a wheelchair too.
Yeah.
Oh,
This
man.
is a historical moment. I didn't think Uber was going to be big when it first. I don't know why I did. I don't know why, but I gave it.
It's like crypto for you.
Yeah. I was like, don't buy in too early to getting rides.
Yeah, I thought there would just be a lot more people getting like assaulted and robbed. And shit.
Yeah, we just didn't know what it was. So I made my account with a fake name. It's RJ. And and it's still the same. That was like 10 years ago. So now every time I get an Uber, by the way, anytime I've got an Uber in New York, it's because I get hammered drunk in the city, and then like I go down in the subway and I get like sundowners and I forget how the subway works, and then I just get frustrated and I leave and go get an Uber because you get confused. And then the Uber driver comes up to me and they're like, RJ, and I'm like, no, it's Corey. No, I mean, yes, it's RJ. Like it's.
And then there's like, wait a second.
Yeah. No. They do, but then I drunkenly slam my body into the back of their Honda CRV.
You're driving me.
Yeah.
You and I took a cab together recently.
Oh yeah, I took another cab.
That was an interesting situation.
Who was the other person?
Moroni.
Oh, Moroni. Okay, I couldn't remember.
A cab?
Yeah, cab.
Oh, yeah.
Like a yellow cab?
Like, like one of those Uber things with the ramp in the back.
I took a yellow cab the other day, but
station in the back.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Don't fuck up my Uber rating."
Before we got in, I was like, "Don't fuck this up." I got a nice rating.
I got a nice, yeah.
And the lower my rating is, the more time I have to wait for the next one.
Yeah.
And as soon as we get into the cab, Justin's like, "So what's the worst kind of cab driver do you think?"
No, not cab driver, just driver.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a paddle.
It's paddles, dude. Dude,
we don't mean it.
Like I said,
actually just woman.
Every time I've been in a cab in New York City or Uber in New York City, every time I've been near blackout drunk, if not blackout drunk, and I was like, and every time I've gotten into the Uber, immediately falling asleep, I snore like a motherfucker, and then I wake up and they're like, "Get out of the car, like you're here." That's every experience that I've had in Uber in New York, and I was like, "What's my rating at?" It's got to be like a 3. It's like a 4.8, dude.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I think they're like, they're like, this guy's
as
good.
long as you're not puking.
Yeah, and I don't puke, so you know what I mean. They're
quiet.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Say anything.
Cam Bird.
I touched his penis. He didn't even wake up.
Yeah.
He's 5 stars.
You know, call me paddle. Nothing.
Yeah.
Dude, I hope it catches on.
No, paddles.
I feel like it has the potential to.
Can an Asian really pronounce paddle?
That's kind of the fucking fun. Paddle. Yeah.
All right, guys, we don't support racism on this podcast. We just create slurs, okay?
No.
All right, now that these fucking paddles, they're getting a little sensitive. But these fucking paddles.
Yeah. They No, I like language, so I like a new slur. Yeah. You know what I mean? I think because it's hard to get them to catch on, man. It's really impossible.
Elementary school, we called Indians ginders.
No, that's not. I mean, it's.
I don't know
fun,
what it meant. I didn't.
But it won't because it just sounds
ginder.
Not ginder.
Yeah, not ginder. We're from Long Island. Okay. We don't play that. Hard R. I think it was just some things the kids made up to talk shit about a teacher. And it just kind of stuck until high school, and then it faded out.
That one guy named Ginder was like, oh my god.
Fuck.
You gotta have. I think paddle. This is why paddle's gonna work. Is because it's the double hard consonant after a vowel.
You want to come up with another one?
I don't think I could. I know because I don't want to outshine paddle. That's.
Yeah, I tried to come up
I know when to. I know when to
Rigby.
stop trying to. I know when to stop. I know when not to overwrite a thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As someone who passes off as Indian, I feel like I have to say.
I never. As soon as you said it, I was like, God damn.
Yeah, kind of. See it.
I mean, historically, we would just kind of call it like biggity box or whatever.
Oh yeah.
What is it? No, explain that. I don't know.
Like biggity box. So it's like, oh, look at that biggity box over there. But like that's
biggity box.
Bippity box.
Oh, bippity box.
After Obama, stops.
Yeah.
That ruined everything, dude.
Yeah. But I think paddle. I think we're at the right time, and this is the genius of what you've done here. I think we're at the right time. We're ready for a new slur.
Yeah, something needs to drop.
Paddle seems inoffensive in a way. Yeah.
Get some support.
That's right. See if the urbans like what you've done.
Put the petition. Yeah.
Honestly, when it comes to Asian slurs, I think talk to the black community. You know what I mean? If you can get them on board, then
Yeah, just go to the NAACP. Like,
yeah, I got a new.
How do you guys feel?
I got something.
Yeah, I'm gonna be talking for a minute. You might want to. I don't know what else you got on the docket, but I'm gonna need you. Why don't we clear that thing off? Because I got a lot to say.
So, speaking of Chinese, right? Coincidentally, on my way to another podcast, I'm in the cab, and it's by Chinatown. It's fucking Kansas.
Paddletown.
It's right,
Okay, yeah.
right by Fame.
Yeah.
Chinatown. And I'm driving by, and I see this guy wearing one of those, like, conical fucking, like, what's it, Mortal Kombat.
Oh, the fucking, like
Like a Raiden hat?
was he in like
No.
a full fucking like kung fu outfit?
On Main Avenue.
Let's go.
Walking. And,
That's awesome.
And my driver is, you know, I don't know if he was Chinese, but he was some sort of paddle type of situation.
Paddle adjacent.
I was like, excuse me.
Was he an oar?
Yeah. I was like,
All right.
No.
it's like
That's like a fat one. I think that's.
We're just starting to walk. Don't try to run, dude.
But I asked the Asian driver, I'm like, could you explain this right now? Like, what is going on?
Yeah.
How is this guy walking around with this? He had no answer for it. It wasn't a holiday or anything. This guy
that's
was
great.
legitimately walking around New York City with a conical hat.
Yeah. I think that's
good.
great.
So what? Your driver just got back in his rowboat and paddled away.
Yeah. Or
See, we're coming up with some terminal.
I think, dude,
We got to expand the paddle universe.
I want Chinatown to be like when I first went to Chinatown. I was like, this is cool, but like I wish it was more Chinese. Like
I feel like
it used to be.
Yeah, no, I want it to be like they have like instead of a park, it's just a rice paddy. You know what I mean? Like
It's just
that's
a
what
rice
I.
field,
Yeah. I want it to be very Chinese.
You know that scene? This is like I don't know if there's any Sopranos fans out there, but there's a Sopranos scene where the fucking ugly guy from New York is calling Phil like, Phil, I'm lost, I don't know what to do, and he's like just looking around, doesn't even know where the fuck he's at. That's what was happening to Little Italy at the time, where it was just shrinking.
Yeah.
The same thing is happening to China.
Yeah.
What's overtaking Chinatown?
White people.
Just like
Just white people?
Yeah. Tribeca motherfuckers.
Yeah, that's the
I
thing.
feel like it's like almost like a national park. Like we had this put in for these places.
There has to be like a leveling out of like because I'm like I like live kind of up by like Bronx, Little Italy, and you're like it's just gonna be like this is not gonna be here for like ever. This is gonna be like
I consider that one to be the more authentic.
I think so too. I don't. It's like we were walking through. It was like when I first moved here, like in the summer, we were walking through, and there was like a building. It was like a social club, and this is what it says on the sign. It's like the blah blah blah, some Italian name, social club. And then you look inside. It's just one dude sitting at one table smoking a cigarette, and you're like, whatever that is, great. I like that. That. You know what I mean? That's fucking dope. And then like. I don't know. You have to like. It is. I don't want to sound like too patriotic, but it is like when.
This is a patriotic podcast.
It's a patriotic podcast.
We love this country.
Thank you, dude. I love this country, dude. This is fucking to America.
I'm juggling a lot. I got a leg going on.
I knew the leg would be a bad idea. But like it's like when an immigrant population like starts tipping over to like assimilation. I don't like it when they're assimilated as much, but it's like when they're starting to tip and they're still like a kind of a problem.
Yeah,
that's when it's the most.
Well, what
fun,
do you mean when an immigrant
I mean?
population's kind of a problem here?
Do you know what I mean? Like every immigrant population has been in this country. You know what I mean? Kind of a problem to the status quo. That's when they're that's when they're like the most. They're pro-American, but they're also like fucking with the status quo. That's fun. You know what I mean? I like
Tito's now.
Yeah.
Like Italians in the 1890s.
Exactly. Yeah.
Going into this country, you know.
Yeah. And then like
What the fuck are you doing?
In like
we were oppressed for a very long time.
X number of years they're going to be like there's going to be like a Dominican Sopranos. You know what I mean?
Little
and
DR.
Yeah, and there should be like little
music playing all the time.
Yeah.
Just 7 baseball fields.
My mama always say you'll be that show sing line.
Even the homeless people are just fucking have speakers.
Yeah.
Huepa, huepa, huepa.
That is, I saw like multiple videos of like fucking people were like when the ice raid started, people in like Manhattan were like, "Oh, it's crazy. There's nobody out here blaring from a off-brand JBL speaker. What happened to our country?"
Yeah.
Bachata music on the side of the
Yeah.
Wait till the spring comes, all right?
Yeah. No, they come.
I'm gonna be up.
Yeah, you know the weather's nice once you start hearing it.
It's a great place to meet people. Actually.
Yeah.
No, it's so it is fun. As much as I just don't like it on the subway. That's all I ask.
Hey, let's dance with the wheelchair guy. Yeah, spin me around and shit.
Yeah. I feel like at like a party, you gotta go to like a Jamaican party.
Oh, it's been done. I
Where-
go to the fucking West Indian parade every year.
Yeah, with the fucking I forget what it's called, but where they just fucking grab and just
Dagger. Yeah.
Dagger.
fucking
Dagger. That.
If you don't know what dagger
No, I know what it is. I just forgot how jarring it is to hear.
for the non-black folks watching this, which is everybody.
Yeah.
Daggering is like a violent lap dance. You know, like you didn't necessarily consent to it either. It's just
Oh, that's
Yeah.
fun.
Oh, so you just be getting daggered?
oh, let me tell you the first time I went to Juve. Juve is the West Indian parade, by the way.
Okay.
It takes place on Labor Day, right on the Parkway. And they call him Cherry Gal. Cherry Gal is someone that looks like me,
Yeah.
but is not Latina.
Yeah.
You know, like she's from the island.
Cherry
Yeah,
gal.
she's like Guyanese or some shit.
You know, like light skin,
Yeah.
you know, usually have like some kind of curly hair situation going on with like redness mixed in.
Few felonies.
Yeah. You know, someone like, I don't know, like a Zendaya type, let's just say that. But like, with
Yeah.
nice ass.
Yeah.
So she comes over and she starts giving me the business, you know? And
Yeah.
this one Jamaican guy comes out of nowhere, he's like, "You can handle that?" I think I can. And as soon as I said that, a gunshot rang out. And a wall of like 18,000 Jamaicans just started running towards me. I got trampled, bro. I got
Really?
thrown to the ground.
Yeah, he had the
God
brakes on.
damn.
And that same Jamaican guy was like, "He all right, man?" I was like, give me the fuck out. I go back every year.
Yeah. Because that's how much fun it is.
Yeah?
It's a fun time.
No, I like.
Sounds good.
I like. It's a bunch of people that are accepting how insane this is and being like, "Yeah, I like this. I like being this amped up all the time."
yes.
I might
Great.
get shot, but hey, at least
Yeah.
I'll, feel up on some ass.
Yeah. You'll get to dagger a bitch.
Get to
You'll
dagger a bitch.
dagger a cherry gal.
Those fucking daggers, man. Nope.
Nope. That's too close to
Yep,
two other.
yep, I
It's like
said
you
it.
mixed three other slurs.
I said it and I felt it and I was like, ooh. These daggers.
It's the G's and the hard R. That's why paddle's so good.
Yeah.
Paddle subverts the system.
So
That's
daggers as if they come from the West Indies and that.
Yeah, but I don't think we can say that.
no. I don't like.
It's a little too close. No,
Guys.
we don't have to cut it.
No, but bleep it out.
No, 'cause that's just sound way worse.
Yeah.
That's the closest.
Bleep everything out except the ER right at the end.
Yeah, I'm gonna have some explaining to do tomorrow.
You're Dominican. You're good.
So, I'm no black.
You're not a no Moreno. All right, maybe beat that one.
Otherwise, but, yeah, I'm no black.
Yeah, dude, you got it on both sides.
Yeah. The Puerto Rican side too. Not as much on the Puerto Rican
No,
side,
yeah.
but yeah. It's there. It's in the mix.
Yeah, it always is.
That's the thing. Like that's
They don't realize.
Understand about Latinos? Like we're not a race. We say la raza
Yeah.
because it sounds good, but we're not. It's an ethnicity, bro. We're
Yeah.
everybody come out.
The Latinx.
Yeah, no, I'm like Mexican, but like I like
I don't know why they're cracking me up so much.
Wait. Say that again.
The Latinx community.
Don't come to me with that language.
no. I like people will use it because it like fell out of favor or whatever, but mestizo because it's like I'm like I don't know what the fuck I am. I'm a mix of fucking whatever. I don't
These
know.
are still in favor.
What about we can't say mulatto?
It fell out of fashion. I
yeah.
should say.
Like, man,
Yeah. I
It
feel
fell
like
out of
mulatto's
fashion,
in
I
the
should
same
say.
vein as like Oriental now. Like it's not like
Yeah.
super offensive, but it's just outdated.
just kind of outdated.
Yeah.
Not yet. That's a good way to put it. Not overly offensive, but it's just like handicapped. I
Yeah.
hear the word, but I understand why you're using it.
Yeah, you just prefer physically retarded.
Yeah, physically retarded.
By the way, that is crazy. Like when it comes to
Is this a physically retarded bastard?
dude, I almost spit whiskey onto his foot.
Dude, try it out. See what reactions you get.
Yeah, try you saying it to other people because
Is this mongoloid
culture
accessible?
Attention.
You at the end.
I
of
demand more.
Guys, I can't. From the inventor of paddle.
Like like you're selling something. On
Yeah, let's Shark Tank paddle physically retarded.
Dagger has too much of a hard R, and for that reason, I'm out. But that's what they're crazy about. Like people like talking about like switching terms or whatever. Is people were like, "Don't use handicapped," and people were like,
I didn't know that was a thing.
I didn't. I haven't. I don't think I've used handicapped. Oh yeah, but I haven't used handicap in forever. I don't think, or like for years, like 10, 50 years, something.
Outdated.
Yeah, just feet.
Like,
You're like, I just wouldn't use that.
Like wrong or anything. It's just like it's like it kind of sounds outdated when you say it.
Yeah.
It's like
What's like the proper terminology?
Well, I mean, grab that hat.
Bagels?
Yeah.
You're a bagel?
And just hold it in your hands. Handicap.
Yeah. No, I'm saying like I'm asking what you're like.
It's like you're expecting a handout. And like,
Oh no, I thought.
No, I'm asking you.
I thought you were
what,
saying because his hand is holding a cap.
Oh, no, that's,
No, I'm saying like what's like the proper term? Like wheelchair bound?
accessible?
No, I'm saying like referring to someone.
an accessible person.
Yeah.
No, I mean, it's like a person of color, right? You would say
A person of disability?
a person with a disability.
Yeah.
Oh, but I don't think it's really. I guess it is.
Or even disabled is better than handicapped, I would say.
I guess like if somebody asked, I would just say that he's in a wheelchair. Like that seems like a really easy way to it's not untrue
even
or
beyond that, it's like he uses a wheelchair. I'll tell you what, I spent most of the day not in a wheelchair.
No
It's
shit.
like,
what are
am I in a
you?
wheelchair or am I not?
Yeah, uses a wheelchair. Okay. But usually, if I'm talking to somebody, I'm like, "Hey, he's gonna be in a wheelchair. Otherwise, he's not gonna levitate here."
At some point, we'll see him in a wheelchair.
Yeah. When you meet him today,
Or he's going to do that FDR thing. I don't know how he got away with that for 12 years.
Because he's the most powerful man in the world.
yeah.
But the only thing we have to fear is someone taking a picture.
That's the secret in Secret Service. Is we're secretly holding this crippled motherfucker.
That's it.
That's
The only thing to fear is walking.
The only thing we have to fear is a staircase.
But yeah, again, it goes back to the because cripple. It comes back to the double, like after a vowel, double consonant.
What, we can't say crippled?
But it becomes a slur.
Listen,
I'm not saying you can't use it.
We're all comedians.
No, I'm just being
But it
like
is
genuine
it's a
curious.
slur,
I'm from
right?
Long Island. I don't know these things.
No, like in a comedy setting, I've said it. My closer is retarded, for God's sake.
Yeah.
I don't care. It's more so people that aren't accustomed to this level of banter. You gotta think, like, these are people that don't really leave their houses at all.
Yeah.
Totally.
And then one day they leave their house, cripple this, cripple that. I would shack up for the next 6 months. I think.
That's a thing you have to think.
See,
like,
I don't.
if you
I'm just a bigot, dude. I don't know this shit.
yeah. You have to think that like most people like a regular comedy show like
I'm
just a
from Long
regular
Island.
ass comedy show. They do just like many of them, not all of them, but many of them are just like they're just watching like normal like CBS ass
Yeah.
TV. They're watching The Voice or whatever. I don't even know what's.
Or it's a lot like when you see disability in movies, it's like, oh my, like all the characters are like, oh well, look at him. Everybody's like plot arc kind of improves just because like, oh, let's kind of compare our lives to him. There's
Yeah.
always that exercise of like, oh wow, you really
Like
inspired me to get that promotion.
Yeah.
Or you're just like us.
Yeah.
It's like
I like a.
you know Darman?
No.
Oh, Darman's like this shitty YouTube channel, and it's this guy. He's the dude who makes all
Sounds
the.
familiar.
He's the dude who makes all the video. It's like Karen gets racist. Karen gets like stirred.
Oh, it's like a. Like,
and then like she goes into like a job interview, and like it's just fucking the dumbest shit ever. But I forgot where I was going with that.
I like shit that like subverts because I like whatever's making. I like being made fun of. I think that's funny.
Yeah.
So like with like disability, like I just watched this like not that long ago. I had to rewatch it. The scene from There's Something About Mary, where the dude that's faking the Canadian crutches, and he drops his keys, but he won't let her help, and so he's just like banging around like trying to get his keys, and it's just like it's this desperate like hilarious situation. You're like that's objectively funny, like in the same way that like the Three Stooges are funny. Do you know what I mean? Like it's
right.
it's
I definitely could use the help, but I'm gonna make a.
It's making like it's using. There's a great. Do you know Warwick Davis?
No.
He's a leprechaun.
He's the guy who played Leprechaun. He's a dwarf or a little person. I don't know which one he is.
Yeah, midget. I think it's the preferred
No.
term.
God damn. No. Either way, he's gross. Either way, it's disgusting to look to behold.
Not because he's short, just because
his face. Yeah. But he did a show. Dude. Have you ever seen a show? It's called Life's Too Short. It's one of the greatest shows ever. It's like one season. It was like a BBC thing. One season it was like produced by Ricky Gervais and Stephen Merchant. It's like dude. It's so fucking good. But there's a scene where he's like getting a divorce from his wife, and he gets in a fight with her. And before he leaves, he's like, "I'm taking my awards," but they're like up on a shelf, and there's like it's such a long scene. They play it like for so many. It's one of the funniest things. And the joke isn't really that he's disabled. It's that he's a petty motherfucker. To me, that's like high art. Like it's like because I don't care. Like whatever you can make fun of about me is that like I'm petty. Like I'm a shitty person. Like everybody's a shitty person. Yeah. So like
it's just who admits it and who doesn't.
Yeah, make fun of me for being a shitty person is fine. And if you use any other part of me to help illustrate that, good. You know what I mean? I think that's good comedy. I don't know.
That's what I have in common with the little people. It's the reaching.
Yeah, the heights.
Yeah.
How tall are you?
If you stretch me out, I'm actually 6'2". Isn't that fun?
That's crazy, dude.
I'm the tallest motherfucker in the bunch.
Yeah.
If you stretch me out.
Damn, 6'2", dude.
Put that on your.
I'm a size 13 shoe.
I'm size 13 also.
Yeah.
Fucking.
What? How tall are you?
Like 5'11".
All right. What is vicinity? You're a pretty tall guy too.
It's like 5'8".
Everyone looks tall.
Nailed it. I'm 5. Yeah. No, I'm 5'8". I'm a short
dude.
I'm a short king.
In your Tinder or dating profile, 'cause I know you have one. You do put 6'2".
But I like to sit down.
Yeah.
So you know. Yeah. And I'm not one of those guys that puts like the skydiving photo first.
With the legs flailing.
Yeah, I've done it twice.
Really?
It's amazing.
Yeah. You've.
I just picture the Family Guy.
What's
thing.
it like?
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I'm
trying. Twice. 10, of course. I'm not gonna do it by myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even think they let you until the first 100 times.
Where did you do it?
Right by Gardner, New York, which is like a suburb of New Paltz.
Yeah. Well, you wouldn't be able to land by yourself.
Well, that's why I got the tandem best.
Yeah. No, because you were like not by yourself. Yeah, fucking obviously.
You saw him fumbling around with his jacket. You think you could risk that with a parachute? It's great.
No, because my mentality was I fell 20 feet and this happened. Let's
Yeah.
13,000.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you got to be, dude. I'll talk to you about. I got a story to tell you later, but off mic.
If we're trying to do this skydiving trip, let me know.
I'm not doing.
No, dude, I will totally. I'm
not doing that.
Yeah.
I'm not, because that's gonna make me physically retarded like you.
What? Oh, thanks. I didn't hit a fucking church key this whole time. I was trying to open it with my shitty tiny lighter. All right. No, dude, I want to go skydiving, dude. I'm like,
Done it twice, so join me for the hat trick. That'd be fun.
yeah, dude, totally. No,
It's been some years since I've done it. Let's see, last time was probably 20. I mean, Obama was still president for that stage. So yeah. It was
yeah, that's like 2015. Okay, yeah. No, totally. Because it is just fucking. It's because I did a bunch of drugs, so I need like yeah, you just need fucking.
That'll probably.
You just need to fry your shit and
Yeah.
I like roller coasters and shit.
Yeah.
roller coasters are cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did what was it called, Mount Kilimanjaro, which is like the world's tallest free fall, or at least it was at the time.
Yeah.
It goes the same, a little higher than Kingdom Ka, and like runs the same way. So you're stuck up there, and then when Kingdom Ka comes up and starts to go down, that's when you go down. It's fucking terrifying.
Where's that at?
Six Flags,
Which one? There's.
New Jersey.
Oh, okay. I'm not from here, so.
I did.
I didn't know that was a thing. I thought it was only one Six Flags.
I did Kingdom Come.
Oh, there's like Six Flags St. Louis.
Yeah, but the.
I said flags.
Yeah.
I know I slurred my speech, but I said flags.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pardon
Just
me.
it was FL.
No, but faggot's another one.
Yeah.
With the double consonant.
Double consonant. Yeah. And that's why it doesn't work. No.
Hey.
That's why it works. But if you're
Queendom Ka.
Kingdom Come.
Sorry.
No.
That's Six Flags. Talking about the ride.
No, I'm here. for that.
Catwoman in reverse. Oh, all right.
But yeah, I like the idea for like the thing I like about the idea of skydiving is the thing with doing drugs is like you just do them, and then you're like, now I'm in for the ride of whatever I have. So like getting on a plane is
You
just,
got no
you know what I mean?
control.
You're like I'm here. I have to.
That's really the most nerve-wracking part of the dive is the ascent.
Yeah.
Those 20
Yeah.
minutes to get to that 13,500 mark
Yeah.
are the ones where you're just like second guessing yourself. You're like,
Spazzing, yeah.
Crackheads that are back. They're all
Yeah.
kind of like weird and like.
Yeah, they all look like the
You know,
dudes
imagine-
in Point Break.
50 years ago.
That was 2 weeks
Yeah,
ago.
yeah.
Just a lot of born-again Christians.
Like these like adrenaline junkies, like. But then you the dive is actually the most beautiful part because it's so and to put it in like Halo terms because Halo means high altitude, low opening.
Yeah, Master
Okay.
Chief shit.
Meaning, like you're diving from high, but the parachute opens when you're right by.
That's
the
what I thought he
fucking
meant.
ground.
What's that?
When you're like say 3,000 feet above sea level, the parachute deploys.
Okay.
But this was a Halo, so it was like high altitude, high deployment to
Okay.
parachute.
Oh, okay.
So
All right. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
10-minute descents, just like looking at cows and shit, you know, because it's upstate New
Yeah.
York. It was a fun.
Yeah.
They do it on Long
Yeah, it
Island,
seems
too.
sick,
There's
dude.
a place in South
Yeah,
Bay.
they do it there.
It's where my mom went.
Yeah, it seems like a fun. I mean, not even fun. Just like I've gotten to a point. Like, it's good to like rattle the nervous system and like make it. It's like because if you let it get too cozy, it's like a shitty dog.
Oh, that's why I like
You know what I mean?
fighting.
If
It's
you're
like
too comfortable.
yeah, fighting. I think could do it. Like yeah.
You ever got into any fights?
Yeah.
Fights.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe not so much.
No,
because like, I had the size. Like, I grew up on the Upper West Side.
Yeah.
With the fucking
Yeah, you probably got.
Yeah.
Seinfeld 2.0s. Like,
okay.
Yeah.
they weren't really a fighting, but it was more like psychological warfare. That's kind of why I developed an acumen for humor, really.
Yeah.
But no, there was, occasional scuffs.
You're from Wyoming. I feel like everyone from like out there just like fights. Like that's all you guys can do is, like punch.
There's something to that. I don't know. I wasn't like.
Like just redneck.
If I told you
fucking
like some specifics about how I grew up, you'd be like, yeah, that seems
Checks out.
fucking crazy and weird and violent. But it doesn't seem like mostly just seems really really boring or whatever. And that's why like when you like I got into the habit of like fucking with my nervous system to make it like
bearable.
do shit. Yeah.
Oh, it's like an enigma to me. Just like nothing. Like, it's just nothing.
Out there,
Yeah.
My buddy, I was living in Colorado. He's like not even that. He's like 6 hours from there, and he was like, I had a dream, and I thought that I went visiting in Wyoming, and it was just a shanty town made out of old trains, and I was like,
Pretty much.
I was like, spiritually, yes. In reality, no. It's just regular shitty towns. But
Yeah, with a Waffle House.
yeah, no, not even Waffle House, dude. We had a
windmill.
yeah. No, we had a
Bed and breakfast.
we had a Subway. We had a Subway restaurant. And that was where, like, dude, like, that was where shit went down, dude. Like, people would be like, that was where kids would meet up. And we'd be like, go meet at the Subway. Like, dude, I had wild times outside of a Subway. It's like, it was weird. It was that was the only fast food place. I don't think, like, the Subway went under. It probably had something to do with that child molestation thing that they had.
Every Subway.
Did you guys know that
someone got like fucked? I know a girl that got raped in the Subway. I know some guy that got his dick sucked when he was 18 by a Subway manager for money.
Dude.
In the thing.
Enough with the Pizzagate. How about Subgate? Like, let's talk about.
Subjugate.
They were protecting a fucking child pornographer for decades.
Like, I don't know what you're talking about. You know? It's like, no, but here's the thing about Subway, right? It's like, I don't know, in like upstate New York, Subway is kind of this like last resort type of thing.
Yeah.
Fuck, here we are.
That
That was my last meal.
before you. Oh, no way.
We had made plans to go to the local Subway.
Oh, and you weren't.
And it was like, you know what, man? Let's just wait till later.
Oh, man.
Yep.
We had gone to that
That's
Subway.
insane. That's yeah. It's a nefarious place, dude. It has a nefarious spiritual energy. I believe this, and that was why it was at the center of the town. I lived in a town called Sundance, and it was in a county called Crook County, and it was full of fucking like some of the worst law enforcement officers I've ever met in my life. Aptly named Crook County, and all the kids would go hang out at Subway, which I don't think was an accident. I think the Subway was calling the children in. Have you ever seen Children of the Corn? It's like that. It's like a demonic force is pulling the
It's spelled like Suwoo wave.
yeah,
It doesn't light up.
and the children go there and their eyes roll back. in their
Sulu
head.
way would be Blood Way.
Yeah,
Fucking-
Cthulhu way. There was a dark energy. It was something. But yeah, no, kids would show up there and then they would make plans to like race their cars or whatever. I don't know. It was dumb, small town bullshit. It was awesome, dude. It was like growing up in the fucking 70s, but it was like 2004.
Yeah.
Okay. That has its charm, though.
It was dude.
I want to knock that down completely.
No. It ruled so hard. Like to grow up like in a bunch of dirt roads and like nobody and nothing, and like because if you grow up here, dude, or like kids that grow up in cities, I'm like, where do you think you're gonna go? To me, it was like anywhere is more than this.
Yeah.
So it's like if you make it to the next town over, you've succeeded in some way.
Take
Like,
me to a Blimpie.
yeah.
Jersey
I would have killed for a Quiznos.
something.
Yeah, but no, you just had like, and so you're so fucking bored, and you're so like you're so disaffected in a small town like that it may like, and nobody, many people don't make it out, or they make it like very little distance, or whatever. But if you do make it out, then you're like, this is crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a real like.
You're either working at the gas station or you moved.
Yeah, and then you get addicted to that feeling, and then you won't, and then you do a bunch of drugs, and then you got to go skydiving in your late 30s like a psycho.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
How about you, man? Because you grew up in Long Island. Where
Yeah. Oceanside mostly.
Oceanside.
Yeah, it's only like 30 minutes from here.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know, kind of the best of both worlds, because I'd go out to Suffolk County a lot, like as a teen and shit, but I also go to the city. So around it all.
What's Suffolk County?
So basically, Suffolk County, like they got like sod farms. They got like, it's a little more rural in parts.
Okay.
Like, especially like the further you get out east, like by the Hamptons and stuff.
It's the next county over in Nassau.
Right. Yeah.
So you're getting into the thick of it. Nassau is like New York City plus.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's basically so like Queens is basically Nassau County with apartment buildings, like way more apartments.
Okay.
Once you get to Suffolk, it's like, okay, this is all happened.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. I haven't been out there.
But it's also just like
Yeah.
super conservative.
But I wanna go, yeah.
comparison.
My college roommate grew up in Smithtown,
Yeah.
St. James.
A lot of paddles out there.
Yeah, I had a piece of Cooley
Yeah.
by Long Beach.
Yeah,
we
Long
were-
Beach was by me.
I was my roommate had to move from Elmhurst and East Elmhurst, and we had to go through Flushing. Flushing, a lot of paddles,
Yeah.
many different cool neighborhood. You know what I mean?
No, I don't. Can you? What do you mean by that?
No, it was cool.
Yeah, what was cool about it?
Submerged.
What's so what did you do in Suffolk County?
Hey, let's not change the topic here. What was cool,
Bro,
about
I like. Listen, I didn't grow up with a lot of Asians. I just get excited by Asians, dude. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. You grew up with a wealth of it. You're bored by them. I'm still very
Yeah, you
excited.
grew up with
about them.
everything here, dude. I never met a Mexican until like Mexicans were like rare on Long Island. It was all Puerto Ricans and Dominicans.
Especially like hunting.
Well, now more so, but like
Back in the
like
day,
growing
I
up,
imagine so.
there weren't that many Mexicans.
Takes them a while.
It was like Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, and El Salvadorians.
More out there? I didn't know that.
At least by me, right? Whatever.
Yeah, well,
Who
Puerto
cares?
Ricans are-
It's just the producer just munching.
I just
fucking-
assume.
just munching watermelon behind the camera.
I came home and he was eating fucking. Him and his girlfriend were eating watermelon and watching Medea's Halloween. And I'm just like, where the fuck do I live?
Dude, that's respect, dude.
That's cultural
class, dude.
appropriation, man.
No. That's cultural celebration, dude. That's a man who appreciates culture, dude. I fucking love Tyler Perry. How dare you, dude? Don't ever come at me about.
Yeah.
More of a
Madea,
Wayne's
dude.
brother kind of guy.
I love Wayne's brothers.
Medea's,
I don't know. They were all weird. They were like, I can do bad all by myself or whatever.
and
Wasn't it just Medea?
Yeah, it was like the 8th grade, and my friend was, let's go see. This
Like in
funny-
theaters?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Let's go see this funny shit. And then we go to.
Medea went to jail. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like whatever the first Medea was. So we go to the
Yeah.
and it ends up being this like Lifetime fucking opera shit.
Yeah,
We're
dude.
just looking at each other like, you want to just get the fuck out of here?
Yeah, dude. Tyler Perry's a very weird, straight guy, I guess, but no, he's like a theater-y. Those movies are like Lifetime original movies because it's so funny because he'll be doing like it's like, dude, it's like if you edited it, if you splice together like a Lifetime original movie with Big Mama's House. That's what Tyler Perry makes consistently all the time. I love Tyler Perry. I think he's a great man.
Because Big Mama's House and my house, bro, was in heavy rotation.
Hell yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. Martin Lawrence is a bad motherfucker, dude.
Yeah.
Bruce Almighty and whatever the fuck happened in between that span. But like those movies, those like early aughts movies were
Yeah.
on full rotation.
Yeah.
So we go to this thing like, oh yeah, it's gonna be like fucking Big Mama's House.
Which it kind of is.
Yeah, in a sense.
But it's also slammed together with
It's like, oh, like this woman's going through a divorce, and we're just looking at each other like, get the fuck out of here.
Dude, there's a movie.
It's so hot.
This is insane. This is a comparison, but it's there's a movie about Julia Child, who's like a great chef, right?
Yeah.
One of the greatest chefs of all time, Julia Child. But the movie is about a blogger that writes about Julia Child. So it smash cuts between the entire movie. Smash cuts between a beautiful story about Julia Child and where she came from. This like woman in the culinary world that like changed the world, and then just a blogger in Brooklyn talking about her, and you're like, dude, fuck these people. Like, dude, white women have to like chill the fuck out with what the fuck they're like. If you're getting to the point where you're like taking like a great historical figure like Julia Child, and you're like, yeah, how about we talk about Julia Child, but by way of my blog? It's like that's crazy Brooklyn behavior. Does this make sense to you?
It's like doing a movie about like like Hitler, and then having like Anne Frank's diary be like the narrator.
But it's like positive for Hitler. It's insane, dude. It's like,
I can't wait to meet this guy.
it's like, dude, you could have just done a good biography, and it's Meryl Streep playing Julia Child. It's like you could have had just a good movie about Julia Child, but instead. A white woman from Brooklyn had to just smash her. They take their keyboard like the end of a fucking
through the lens of a trust
at the end of a tractor, and they just they just cranking gears, just smashing
When you
their
said
way
blogger,
into the
I
fucking
thought she was
story
writing like hate shit
of a
the
fucking
whole time.
no. It's just
Okay. That's why I said the Anne Frank thing. But
it was so it should have been a great biopic about Julia Child, but instead it was about a white woman from Brooklyn who sucks and who was like, I'm gonna cook every recipe from her cookbook, and it's like, well, that's nothing and means nothing to me. Why don't you just tell me about the great person that did all this shit, and I don't have to hear about a white woman in Brooklyn who is cramming in on another person's greatness. Like that's what it always is. Is somebody like cramming in? They're like, I'm adjacent to the greatness.
Yeah, it's like sweet potato reduction. How about a reduction of the French values?
Yeah.
McDonald'sified in this bland recipe. You know, I hate these people. Yeah, I like it.
It's terrible. I mean, even if it's like a bad like Ray Kroc, like the Founder is a great movie, and it's because it's about a person. You know what I mean? It's not like about a person talking about a person. Like that's it's the. We're getting into like too meta of a state.
The Wolf of Wall Street is about a person.
Yeah, it's a great movie. Imagine.
I started following the wife from the.
Well, Home.
No, like the actual wife.
Dude, he's like, slow down!
Get over here, Margot Robbie. No, it's what's her name? Whoever Margot Robbie was.
Yeah.
She has like a huge voice where she's just like, yo, fuck Jordan Belfort.
Is she still fun?
You know, for like in a Susan Sarandon kind of way.
Yeah.
All right, that's pretty good.
Hey, Susan Sarandon.
Yeah. All day, dude. Are you out of your mind?
Dreyfus.
All day, dude.
Yeah.
All right. You know what I'm talking.
And Frank. All right.
Aged.
An age reproduction.
Alternate universe. Just.
Yeah. But yeah,
I wonder if there's any like.
Yeah, go ahead.
Maybe we shouldn't talk about this, but I wonder if there is any like Anne Frank fan fiction where she's in her 60s. I feel like it'd be like the Titanic. Like,
nah, dude. There's Anne Frank fan fiction. Dude, have you been on the internet, dude?
no, there's definitely Anne Frank fan fiction.
There's
Yeah, let's read some Anne Frank fan fiction.
Just like solving mysteries and shit.
Where in the world is Anne Frank? Is she in the attic or in a camp? All right,
that's like a Dora the Explorer.
Yeah,
a Nazi Dora the Explorer.
Dude,
where's Anne Frank?
But Dora's the Nazi trying to find. Dude, that's so funny.
Anne
Nazi Dora the.
Yeah, it fits because you know what they did.
Boots.
It's just
God damn, dude.
It's just Joseph Mengele.
Yeah. Ah, that's fucking.
Except it's all in Spanish.
Yeah. It's like in the Argentinian dialect.
Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah, you're onto something. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Dora the Explorer Nazi, dude. Damn.
Hola.
Hola. Fucking. I forgot.
I'm off it. I was trying to figure out something, and then I was like, that's too,
I was about to go somewhere.
that's too racist.
That's why I stopped myself.
Even for this podcast, I have to to protect my racist friend Justin. I have to.
I'm not
hold
racist.
back.
I'm from Long Island. It's the difference.
I hate the fact that I'm referencing this joke, but there's that Anne Frank joke with Bert Kreischer, and he's like, I thought it was Helen Keller or whatever.
Yeah, I've gotten them confused before. But, like, just off, like like I know who each of them are respectively, but like I just get the names mixed up. Yeah.
No, that's fair. But what upset me was that at the comedy show the other day, somebody tried
Doing that.
joke, pretending like it was. And I go to Harrison. I was like, Harrison, that's a Bert Kreischer joke.
Yeah.
And Harrison looks at me. He's like, oh my god, you're absolutely right. That's that fucking Anne Frank.
Yeah.
Helen Keller thing.
Yeah. I had like a joke.
Yeah.
that
What
was
did he?
slightly similar,
Did you
but
tell
not, like,
the guy?
anything
Well,
like
the
that?
original joke that I guess he based it off of was like, Bert Kreischer, of course, went to the fucking Anne Frank Museum in Amsterdam or wherever.
Yeah.
And thought that Anne Frank was Helen Keller the entire time. Like, oh, this is this deaf blind girl. That, like,
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
which is funny.
Yeah.
It's funny. Yeah. Sure.
You know, the first 3 times.
Yeah.
After that, it's like,
It's funny for a Bert Kreischer joke. It's
sure, for a Bert Kreischer joke. And then it's like,
God bless.
Here's this guy who's like 6 months into comedy, attempting to pass this off as his own.
Yeah.
Do you think he was doing it intentionally?
Intentional.
Yeah.
Before, did you tell him?
Yeah.
Full purpose behind it. And I go to Harrison, I was like, that's a Bert Kreischer joke.
Yeah.
And Harrison looks at me like, oh yeah, fuck yeah, that's the fucking.
Yeah. Did you tell
And
the
then he was
comic?
just like this one time in Russia.
I think you had. Yeah.
One time I was with the Russian mob.
and Helen
Starts
Keller.
clapping. Did you? I think you should tell the comic. Do you have a stance on this? I think you should. I think you
question, like, how do you guys feel about this?
I would generally always.
How do you handle that?
always tell him.
I would say something. I'd be like, yo, that's, someone else has that joke. Like, that's already that's a thing. Like,
You do that, you just go up right to them.
yeah,
Oh yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
Like, I've seen someone steal someone I know it's a joke. I'm just like, yo,
That's what really hurts me when that happens.
It takes,
and like I've watched people
yeah.
steal my jokes.
Yeah.
And like that's when I didn't say anything because I just look at them and then they know, and then they've never done it again.
I also watched. I was like in an interim. I was not doing comedy a lot, and I had this joke that was like written out, or you know what I mean. It was like a joke that I had done a few times, and I went to a city like hours from where I live. And I saw a young kid do that joke, and it was shockingly similar.
Yeah.
And I was like, "There's no way I've never performed comedy in the city."
Yeah, sometimes
There's
it just happens.
But he was like dead on. It was crazy, and I was just like,
It's parallel thinking.
and I was like,
Yeah.
I was like, cool. I'll never do that joke again because who cares? It's a joke. It doesn't,
well, obviously wasn't
but I
original
think-
enough.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it.
Yeah, exactly. It was like it was funny, but it's not worth the thinking about. It's not worth like fretting over or whatever. But I think you have to tell if you hear a comic, especially a comic you like doing a joke, that's like somebody you have to like tell them.
Yeah.
And if you hear a comic you hate, then you get to tell them. That's which I think is
Well,
fun.
you get to be like someone you like. I would go like, yo, that's like blah blah blah, like joke, and then someone I don't like, I'd be like, yo, why'd you steal his joke?
yeah. I'm confrontational in an inappropriate fashion. Yeah.
Oh no, I'm very confrontational. It's bad.
Yeah.
It's,
No, I think that's why we're gonna get along. Yeah, I like your confrontational style.
I'll tell you something after
Yeah.
certain
At this day
comment.
and age, why even steal the joke? Like you have.
I don't understand.
You're gonna get caught.
Yeah.
Like,
And also, like, just you're
and
desperate for.
and why are you stealing? Why are you stealing like? I saw a guy try to steal a Rogan bit, and I'm like, well, don't. If you're gonna steal comedy, don't steal it from a guy on Netflix, jackass.
Not the guy.
That's great. So now you're.
here's my Seinfeld bit.
So now you're like a thief and you're stupid. Like that sucks. Like
You're a thief and you don't have much of an acumen for comedy. It seems.
But then, how do you guys feel, since we're on this vein, this note, like people who tell street jokes as their like things that have been said
there's
that
a-
everyone
I'm against
knows.
that.
There's science behind that, though. Like,
Yeah.
there's a
it
way
can be
to
done.
talk about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's kind of like the conversation we were having with a friend of ours at Grizzly, who does that kind of humor.
I know someone who did that. It was at Grizzly. I'm pretty sure we're all talking about the same guy. And I was like, yo, why the fuck did you just do joke like these jokes, and he was just like,
It might have been the same
just
guy because
was
I yelled
bored.
at him, I think.
Because when
He was like, I know.
we're talking about the same guy. It's like I remember when he first started coming to the mics, and it was very much like Stephen Wright.
Yeah. Well, it's hard to do. It's hard to like be on that.
That Stephen Wright set.
Yeah, like that one liner.
As of late, now it's a little more
Big guy?
You know, kind of like
Big guy?
embellish the story a little bit.
But he was a big guy. He's a physically big guy.
No.
Oh, I'm talking about
Oh,
someone
we
else.
were talking about a different guy.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, we were talking about Danny Glass.
Yeah. No, which
He's got a paddle in his mind.
Dan said he was like, oh, I was just fucking around, and I was like, why?
Yeah.
Like not to be mean, but
I think
like,
I actually
why
brought
are
it
you
up on
like
the
don't like
podcast,
dick
okay.
around with like
English.
yeah. He was just like, I was just having fun with this set, and it's like
No, but it was like very obvious street jokes. It wasn't like it was.
he wasn't like trying to pass him off as
Yeah.
like his own jokes. He was just like, I'm having fun, and
Yeah.
But that's like
fine.
that's like a new. I think it's
Yeah.
a new comic thing where you're like, well, you're just then write more shit.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. But
what
like,
I'm
don't
a-
do that because it's not. It's like you're telling somebody like, hey, man, don't like hurt yourself. Like that sucks. Like if you're coming here to do stand up, then write more, and it might be bad or whatever, but that's better than wasting your time up there because you can be learning stuff. You can be doing better.
Yeah.
I know exactly what I'm doing tomorrow, dude.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go knock knock. Who's there? Banana for 5 minutes, and then once I get the light, and I say orange.
Dude, I've heard.
You think I'm joking?
Dude.
I'm
do
going.
it.
I'm going to do it.
By the way, I'm trying to introduce this new term, paddle.
Yeah.
Just close on that.
There's a dude when I first started doing stand up. I started in Fort Collins, Colorado, and a dude. Shout out to Mike Hawkburns, Elliot Broder is his real name.
Hawkburn Heights.
Shout out Elliot.
Watching.
He did my favorite.
Somehow.
It's like my favorite thing it's still like one of my favorite things that I've ever seen a comedian do. He went on stage and like falsetto sang "White Rabbit" by Jefferson Airplane.
Okay.
And like he just started doing it, and people were like, "Oh, this is like a bit." They were like confused, and then he just kept doing it, and then people started laughing, and then he just started like it was in like a weird like coffee shop or whatever, and he just like started like stepping on people's tables and shit while like falsetto singing. That's all he did. That was his whole set. Was just falsetto sang the entirety of White Rabbit by Jefferson. I've never seen anybody kill like it was. An insane. You can do whatever. If it kills, and it's comedy, and people will remember it and be like, "That guy's great." You know what I mean?
Yeah. Especially because it's just different. How many times are you gonna be?
Those
like,
weren't
my
jokes.
Dick,
He didn't
my
write a
dick,
joke.
My dick.
It's the element of surprise.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it's doing.
Owl joke.
Wait, hold the mic.
I had it-
Hold the mic up. Hold the mic up.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's to reiterate. That's the element of surprise.
Yeah.
Anyway, I remember when I was like considering doing stand-up, I was like, you know what I could do? I could go up there and sing the Sarah McLachlan song.
In the arms of an angel. Yeah.
Angel.
Just deadpan. And be like, you know, why is the Yoko Ono still alive? Or just, say some shit like that.
Yeah.
And people were like, don't do that.
Do
Like,
it.
okay, yeah.
Try it out, dude.
But there's a way. There's a way. That's what I'm saying. Like watching that guy, like do that where you're like, I'm a very like joke writery guy, but I've seen comics go up and do it. What is if I tell you that? If I just tell you that somebody did that, it's not that funny to you.
Yeah.
But if you were in the room, you would be applaud. You'd be punching your friends. Like it was so like we were all like, this is the funniest thing. And I don't know why that is. I don't know what he was doing that night. Like what is?
Like you had to be.
Do you know that guy?
Yeah.
What's his
Yeah,
name?
that's
Botnu? He was like French, Asian dude, but French Canadian, and he had the like the Japanese mask, and he would just go up on stage in like an all black morph suit with the Japanese mask on, and just talk in like a super crazy French accent, but it was.
got his mask and he-
No, he wouldn't take off his mask. He wouldn't take off his mask, and you would just do the whole thing. It was all improv, and you'd like just stand on the stool and just be like, "We're fucking weird shit." It's fucking.
I think I did see that guy.
Yeah, it's fucking funny. It's fucking.
No,
funny.
no. It's dude. Comedy's
Go
weird.
to the thing? Rams?
He was only visiting, but
I did see that guy.
He was here
No,
for
it's
like 2
very
weeks.
funny and bizarre. Like, yeah.
Yeah,
I love good like comedy that it doesn't feel like
it's
you know
pushes the art form forward.
You guys
Yeah.
are great writers.
Oh well, thank you.
You know, or you know, you take risks. Is what
yeah.
Because a lot of those guys are doing like you know, my dick, whatever.
Dating
Yeah,
app.
I
whatever,
just wrote my
yeah.
first dick joke, and it's not even like really a dick joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
like
about
whatever.
fucking.
Yeah.
It's actually about getting my ass
It's not your
eaten, but
personality.
it's actually way more in depth than that.
no,
Yeah, no, it's like I don't know. I mean, not fuck. I realize some of them are probably watching, but it's that kind of thing. Where
just say it, dude. We can.
Yeah, fuck 'em,
It's
dude.
like the same formula too. It's like, who's on the apps? You do that?
Yeah, I fucking hate that.
No, that's what. By the way, if you care about like, there's certain comedians I don't care like, and it's not like it out of a mean way, dude. It's like if I hang out with you and you're cool and I dig talking to you, then I care about you. I care about your comedy or whatever. And so I'll tell you if I'm like you're doing a hack bit or whatever, I'll tell you like because I care about the art form more than you know.
I got some people with it. Yeah,
You know.
some people were pissed off at me the other day.
Do good.
'Cause It was like
Good.
3 of my friends. I went, that joke sucked. That joke's hacked.
Good.
That
you
joke's hacked and sucked.
Yeah, that you have to like. It's a good. Nobody wants to hear it.
Yeah,
but,
I told
like,
someone there's whole fucking act. It's. I'm not even joking.
No, dude.
I was like,
your
dude,
whole
everything
act-
you do, it's fucking. I'm like, it's been done.
Yeah.
It's not original.
Even
Like,
with
fucking,
me,
Yeah.
it's like I don't want 100% of my act to be like, man, this fucking wheelchair.
No, yeah.
No, yeah. I don't. Well, if you did, I would tell you.
Right.
Yeah.
I would fucking say to your face.
Yeah.
I'm very cognizant of that.
Yeah, see, I'd just
Yeah.
say, he'd say it to your face. I'd say it to your legs. All right.
But yeah, I for the guy that stole a bit or whatever, even if it's unintentional, whatever, just tell him, dude. Like fuck these. Like if you're gonna spaz because like.
I mean, truth
You got told that you're doing a bit or
Yeah.
like whatever. If you're gonna spaz, then you're not gonna be here anyway. You don't fucking
This guy
matter,
was
man.
like one of these, like, you know, like
Fly by night.
Southeast Indian, like computer science guy.
Ah, yeah.
Mm.
It's like, oh, let me do comedy.
Brother, everything.
You mean the tan paddles? All right.
What's funny is that
That sounded really
By the way,
racist,
no.
sorry.
I thought it sounded soft. I was actually excited. at how
Oh, the wooden
soft it
paddles? Is that better?
No, I like tan paddles.
Tan
Tan paddles is
paddles?
fun. What you said is like, yeah, I know the kind of comic you're talking. There's a bunch of comics that are just going to come in and they'll do it for a period of time and then they'll leave or whatever. And yeah, maybe it's not worth it to talk to them. I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it to get your immune system like up to code to talking to telling people like because. Someday that's going to be a harder thing that you don't want to tell somebody.
Yeah.
It's going to be a comedian you respect or whatever, and you don't want to be like, "Hey, man, that's somebody else's fucking bit, man," and it's uncool that you're doing that.
And then
Like,
you're blacklisted.
yeah. But that's, you know what I mean? Like that's what you practice on the Southeast Asians, tech guys.
We're back.
Were you really the only like ethnic kid? Where like
In many classes, I was either the closest thing to black or the only Latino.
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Only
That
ESL
white.
student?
Not even. 'Cause
No, I
it
know.
was one of these like you know, smart motherfucker programs.
Yeah.
You know, like meritocracy. If you will. Through my wit and intellect, shoved me in this class, and it's just a bunch of people, just pure nepotism, you know.
Yeah.
A bunch of Steins and Itskis and
Paddles.
Yeah, an occasional paddle here or there.
paddle here and there. To
We
get into some rocky waters, but yeah, it was a lot of that. It was like
it was like a gifted program.
yeah, one of those like you know accelerator type things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
But then once I got to high school, for those that are New York local, Brooklyn Tech. So that's
Yeah.
like one of those schools that you have to like take some kind of fucking like
Entrance exam.
you know SAT light test.
yeah.
To, and prove your fucking whatever that way, and then based on your score on the test, they place you into. You could either get into like Stuyvesant High School, which is right by the World Trade Center,
Yeah.
or Brooklyn Tech, or Bronx Science.
Yeah.
And these are like better high schools?
Yeah.
What's the Queens one that's really, it starts with a T?
Technical Institute or something.
Thurman?
Thurman?
Thurman some shit.
Thurgood.
Maybe it's Thurgood. I don't know, but that sounds kind of
Thurston Moore.
inner city.
That's a guitarist from Sonic Youth. It's not that guy.
Yeah, Malcolm X School for the Blind.
Yeah, School for the color. We don't see color.
The Malcolm Xavier School for the Exceptionally Gifted. You went to a mutant school, dude? That's great.
Yeah, right. Professor Ekis.
That's great.
Professor Umar.
We had like they were like in rural Wyoming that like they'll be like, you're gifted because you can read good. Like, so it would be they would put you in a school. They would put you like every once in a while you go to a special class taught by a teacher that was probably dumber than you. Like,
Yeah.
it was there was almost all like there was a few teachers that I had growing up that were like smart people, but for the most part, like it's rural Wyoming, dude. They're like, I'm smarter than you. You're here, dude. This is the furthest your talents got you. is
Kindergarten in Wyoming.
yeah, dude. You're a fucking idiot.
The subway.
Yeah. That's where your
doctorate in making footloans.
Learn how to make sense.
Yeah, dude. I'm getting a bachelor's in sweet onion chicken teriyakis. They
Meatball man.
but they had no idea. They were they're just like you're there. You know what I mean? So you just go to whatever schools closest to where you live. You know what I mean?
Well, that's
That's all.
Not even zoning, dude. It's
but New York in the city, you have to apply to your high school generally. Like Long Island,
That's
you don't.
insane,
It's
dude.
zoning.
I was
But
looking at the map. We're right by Forest Hills High School.
yeah,
That's where the Ramones went.
oh yeah.
I didn't know that.
That's the real rock and roll high school.
That's like where punk rock was born, really.
Yeah.
What can I say, guys? I'm kind of a visionary.
Do you like the Ramones though?
No, not
What?
not particularly. I don't dislike
dude.
them.
You gotta listen more.
I don't listen to them.
Dude, I used to be
My
like
favorite Ramones song, man.
I used to be the same way, dude. I was like, no, dude. I'm telling you.
Some glue.
I listen to mostly rap. So
I used to be the same way with the Ramones, dude. I didn't get it. I was like, whatever. And then a buddy of mine like hung out with me and put me onto Pleasant Dreams. That album is like. That album's fucking fire, dude. And like fucking Brain Drain and shit. Fucking dude, they're sick, dude.
not as good as the new Sleepy Hollow album.
What's that? Sleepy Hollow?
Yeah, Sleepy Hollow.
Nah, I don't know.
Boy Meets World was the last one. Fuck, I forget what it's called. It's very good.
It's a rap music.
Yeah, from New York, Brooklyn.
Who's your top 5?
Like rap, huh?
Read this when you wake up.
Read this when you wake up. I mean, like some of it's kind of corny, like Wu-Tang.
No, that's not. That's just you live in New York. That's
But like I don't know, like Pop Smoke's up there for me.
all right. Yeah, that's fine.
I'm trying to like give it like some diversity. Like Immortal Technique, like
Immortal
growing
Technique.
up was like
Immortal Technique rips, dude.
I was like super into it, but it's like it aged very poorly. It did not age
sure.
well.
That's true.
Kanye,
There was that one thing.
but you know,
Kanye aged perfectly.
yeah, Kanye aged perfectly.
Nah, Kanye's cool. I mean, the music's great. And
I'm more of a
everything he does.
fan of his politics.
Everything he does is awesome.
Is Kanye the musical genius that he thinks that he is? Or is it just really the equipment and the software kind of carrying him over?
No, he's influential in a way that
now more of that, but like
I think he's I like, and I'm not a huge Kanye yet, but I think he was influential. Like, people will show me like hip hop shit that like, because I'm not huge into Kanye, but people will show me shit, and I'm like, yeah, this is ripping off Kanye. Like, I can hear, like, he was revolutionary in a way that I understand, even not as a.
When I was an undergrad, man, that was like the Jesus rocks, all that shit.
Yeah.
Jesus walks.
Whatever.
Eli doesn't.
Eli was like, I didn't hear that part.
Eli's, what's that? What's walking?
Very
I skipped the important part.
That rules, dude.
Ironically, I was walking it.
Yeah.
Jesus does something I don't remember. It's
Just something about water and shit.
no, he was influential. I respect that. Man.
He's arguably one of the most influential people, I think, in rap.
But I don't know.
Like these like beats and stuff, like the
his
sampling
beats
and
are
crazy.
like insane, dude. His beats are insane, dude. He like developed like the chipmunk movement, dude.
Yeah, honestly,
that was crazy. That was crazy, and that was mad influential. And
That, like,
like,
high pitch, like,
yeah. That was him. It's like, that's crazy.
wow, that was
That's
him?
yeah. So he's like, I respect the fuck out of Kanye.
I thought that was like Timbaland or some other, one of these other producers.
Outkast is also up there.
Outkast fucking
Yeah.
rules.
What was it? Aqua
Most
Gemini?
Def, Black on both sides is fucking.
Nas, fucking, what is that?
Illmatic?
Yeah, Illmatic, Stillmatic. I was like trying to remember what's the fucking other one.
You know what I'm very into for hip hop is fucking.
I'm terrible with names, by the way. Like, album
Dude,
names.
Deltron 3030. Dude, that album.
Yeah.
The beats on that album are like every time
No, that's not.
I don't know.
I hear
I don't know
it.
what the
I hear
hits
it.
are because I like discovered it like
it's like
later.
Late early 10s.
Yeah, but that album, dude, go listen to that album, the first Deltron 3030 album, dude. It
The
like,
yellow one, right?
Yeah. The beats on that are, dude, go listen to it because every time I listen to it, I'm like, holy shit, the beats on this are like this is and Del the Funky Homo Sapien has this like he has this way of rapping where it's like he'll like say a bunch of shit and like only half of it makes sense, but you're like, that's dope. I don't care that you're like mixing not, and in fact I like kind of respect it more, dude. Like I don't like the idea of like every lyric being straightforward or whatever, and Del can fucking do this like great thing where he just like he's just saying words that sound cool together. But you're like, that's rad. I like that better actually. Like that's fun.
Gun to your head, right? There's
If you fucking rap this song, motherfucker, I'm gonna kill you.
what's the song that you're choosing?
That I can rap.
Rap God. I wanted that.
dude.
No, what was it, man? Yeah, we're talking about Dance with the Devil by Immortal Technique. It's gay. The first time you hear it, bro, you're like 13 and high, and you're just like, oh shit, you raped his mom.
Yeah.
And then you show your friends, and they're just like, oh shit. And then, like, you hear it 2 years later, and you're just like, yeah, this shit fucking sucks.
Yeah. Mortal Technique doesn't hold up as well, but it's like
It's a bad Tarantino movie. Your mother gets assaulted on the roof.
yeah. You guys know Apathy?
Yeah, no apathy.
Apathy's pretty
More
tight.
money, more problems. Oh, no, make a lot of money. I'm gonna make a lot of money.
Yeah, I think so.
There's a question. How do you guys?
He had a-
like, I'm New York, right? I played Biggie Smalls. Biggie Smalls is like the soundtrack of my fucking
Yeah,
life.
Biggie Smalls
Yeah.
up there for
How
sure.
do you feel about the with the Puff Daddy, like just kind of coming into the song? Like,
Yeah. No,
I don't know.
are we
I-
those out? Or are we,
Nah, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I was because I'm not from New York, so I don't have any fucking like real connection to New York, so I don't care. So I really never got into Biggie.
Oh man.
I got into like Tribe and fucking
Looks so good. Let's
Most
look on your
Def and
daddy's
shit.
dick.
Yeah. That's fine.
um
But yeah, no, I mean, that's the thing with Bad Boy Records is like Puff Daddy was on every record. He's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like sexual shit.
Yeah,
Wonder
he's a
why.
little creep, dude.
Oh, and here's the fun fact for the viewers. Hey, viewers. That demolished building on Broadway, right by Grizzly Pear,
Okay.
that used to be Bad Boy Records.
No way, really?
That piece of shit, but
Yeah.
on Broadway, across the street from the pizza
The one that's
shop,
all fucked up?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that,
okay.
where the sidewalk is now
all
closed.
that fucking,
Yeah.
like, where all that shit is, that used to be Bad Boy Records.
God damn, dude.
So,
I didn't
New York
know.
cats
Yeah.
saw the writing on the wall.
They were bad
Yeah.
boys.
Yeah. Yeah. Very bad
Why are
boy.
they taking this building now? That,
Yeah.
Like 6 months later, Puff Daddy, blah, blah, blah. Like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
That makes-
Arrested in Central Park. You're like, oh, okay. Well,
with 4 other people.
He was innocent, dude.
you think he's innocent?
Wait, was that a Central Park 5? Yeah. Okay. It went over my head for a second. And I was like, wait.
Yeah, this album is dedicated to all those 4 people that were with me that night. It's all good, baby.
It was all a dream. We raped a woman and
We found a woman in the bushes covered in baby oil.
And Vaseline. Oh, Jesus.
Who do you know who I just got into is Cannibal Ox? Do you know Cannibal Ox?
No.
They're like from Brooklyn, like back in like there was like Aesop Rock and fucking LP from
Okay,
Brother
I
Jules
know
was hanging out with
both of
them.
those people.
I know he's
Dude,
No.
dude, if you
You
get
mean
it like
Aspo Rock?
what?
Like Aspo Rock?
Aesop Rock.
Oh yeah, Aesop, because Aesop Fables. Yeah.
But yeah, LP was hanging out with it. It was like Def Jux Records in Brooklyn. I don't think it exists anymore. But yeah, dude, check out Cannibal Ox. It's like really weird experimental hip hop, Vast Air. That shit's fucking. It's great. It's dope. Yeah, I highly recommend.
trip hop.
Yeah, it's like go like yeah, like I think in the late 2000, like going towards 2010, there was like a bunch of like weird. The guy I brought up earlier, Idea and Abilities, they came out with like some like more like straightforward. So like Idea was their MC and Abilities was the DJ. Then DJ Abilities is like one of the greatest like DJ. He's so fucking sick. But he Idea died in like 2010. But they were like their last album is like it's like experimental, like it like has like metal and like industrial shit like mixed it. It's like it's cool. Like it's
You know what? You would probably like.
Lou Reed, but cool.
no, I love Lou Reed, dude. I fucking I have mad love for Lou Reed, dude.
You'd probably fuck with Brother Ali.
No, I don't really fuck with Brother Ali.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't like heard a lot of it, but yeah, I'm like weirdly picky about hip hop.
Yeah, I'm kind of like in that.
I haven't listened to that
like,
shit in forever. Fuck.
Hip hop kind of stopped being irrelevant to me after the year in 2004.
No, I had like a
Yeah.
giant gap where I was like, all right, I'm not really fucking with this. And then like COVID hit and I was like, all right. 'Cause I was just listening to old shit. And I'm just like, all right, I'm being a hip hop snob. Let me just fucking listen to new shit. And I was like, oh, this shit's good.
Yeah, it was like, oh, whatever was playing at VI.
Actually, before
Jimmy
COVID.
Jazz, while I'm shopping for discount sneakers. Like that was my playlist.
Yeah,
Yeah, when you were in.
Like shit like that.
yeah.
Or the Whisper song. Let me tell you something.
Hey, little mama, let me whisper in your ear. Yeah. Yo, Cameron.
That's all I'm saying.
Fucking. I don't know, dude.
Yeah, the fucking the diplomats.
Yeah, diplomats.
Yeah,
So you're a hip hop like nerd, right? You're like a snob.
I was. Now, not so much.
All right, how do you feel?
used to
Because
be-
I have like I have weird response. How do you feel about Eminem?
Again, 2004.
Okay,
I think
I agree.
I think it. Unfortunately, I think he ruined his own legacy. But also he's never been a bad rapper.
Agreed.
I don't think
I
he'll
agree.
ever be a bad rapper. I just think the content of the rap. Is
here's
corny.
my again, so I'm not a hip hop guy. Like,
Marshall Mathers LP is great.
We can all agree Marshall Mathers LP. I think Eminem Show is like a very solid album. I'm not saying it's like the greatest album, but I think it's very like if I listen to tracks off of Eminem Show, I will still be like, this is, I think I can still enjoy them. Yeah. Here's my take on Eminem. This is controversial to many people, but I think Eminem is for dorks.
Yeah.
Do you agree with that?
If you listen to him in the modern age.
Did you hear that, motherfuckers?
Yeah.
I love that just you and me are breaking the fourth wall.
It's usually me.
Yeah.
It's a refresher.
Yeah, good.
Right, guys? It's refreshing.
I think Eminem is for dorks, dude. I think it's for you know what I mean?
Maybe.
I think
if you're just like in like,
I'm not saying that he's bad.
No, let me get the aux and then put on Eminem. You're a fucking loser.
Yeah. Right? Okay. That's this is, and I'm not a hip hop guy, so I don't know what's like actually cool.
No, but you put on like D12, like all right, bro.
D12, yeah. That tracks with what I'm saying. I think.
Moment in time.
Yeah.
I hear you.
Okay.
That's the thing about Eminem, right? It's like, he's a great lyricist, he's a great rapper, but it's like, maybe you're just not with the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
well, I think
it's just
if
it's also the same thing
the
over and over.
It's kind of like
some people. I think it's musicians across the board, not just rappers, obviously. But it's like you create something that's like kind of eternal, and you know what I mean. Even though like I don't. Oh,
50 Cent is also
I
think.
that was the first time I ever bought with my own money. Was
50 Cent holds up. I think I like the.
I do all the time.
Yeah.
That's not albums.
Mystical had an album that I think is pretty good.
That was right after that Ludacris up.
From that,
Ludacris put him on the map with the Move Bitch song.
Yeah.
He's like.
That's right. That is correct.
Like the third verse, and that's.
Is that the shit?
Yeah.
Then he went to jail or something.
Yeah.
Free Tory Lanez.
I don't know. I'm not an expert on.
Free Tory Lanez. He ain't do nothing. Yo, can we order me a Free Tory Lanez shirt? Can we just put that on the bulletin?
Who's Tory Lanez?
He's the guy who shot Meg the Stallion in the foot.
Oh, free that motherfucker.
Allegedly.
Yeah. Shot Megan Stallion.
Dude, I was fucking LA Confidential was playing in my car the other day, which is him literally like the chorus is like, I'm not gonna leave my girlfriend, but I need someone special. Just LA Confidential.
Here's what convinced me on Megan Thee Stallion, because she threw out the first pitch at a baseball game.
Yeah.
And she was dressed up in like full baseball uniform. I was like, fantasy fulfilled.
Yeah.
This is exactly what I wanted to envision. Thank you, Megan Thee Stallion. So I have no problems with Megan Thee Stallion.
No, yeah.
All right,
she's a nice gal.
Who would you say like are the worst? Like who's the shit? Who's like dog shit right now that you like? In hip hop that you think is like fuck them.
Women, you mean?
Anybody. By the way, like speaking of women, Doja Cat. I love Doja Cat, dude.
I saw Doja Cat live.
Where?
Brooklyn. Barclay.
Barclay, dude. I might have been there.
Ice Spice.
Yeah, I was there, dude. Yeah, that's crazy. That was way before we met, dude. Yeah. I was there, dude. I was like in like the 7th row, dude.
Oh yeah, I was in like not nosebleeds, but like right below nosebleeds.
Yeah, we got my buddy got a
middle class section.
Got a windfall of cash, and he spent it on insane Doja Cat tickets. But it was dope. That was sick. Yeah. I fucking love Doja Cat. I think.
Bro, I feel like that show was like what it must have been like seeing Kanye. Like the fucking theatrics of it.
Yeah, it was insane.
I was like, what the fuck?
It was and I don't like what album was he promoting? It was a Spider.
Scarlet.
That album is like I
hated it my first listen and it grew on me.
It grew on you? Okay. Yeah. But the
Hot Pink is better.
Hot Pink, I think is her best album.
Yeah.
I think Hot Pink is her best album, and then, but I like
this is Eli. He's like Eminem's gay. All right, let's talk about Doja Cat for 30 minutes.
No, by the way, this gives me precedent to call Eminem gay. Is that I like Doja Cat. But anyway, I'm trying to establish my bona fides. That's what I'm saying. Anyway, who sucks now?
Danzig.
You know who fell off really heavily? Was,
Who?
That whole
Danzig?
What did you just say?
Danzig sucks.
Danzig. I've heard that name.
Yeah, it's like this,
Bro,
it's like this shitty
you
like
can't-
dude from the Misfits or whatever.
are you being fucking for real right now? You don't like Danzig?
That fucking blows.
Bro, dude, tell me that camera's working right now. This is fucking crazy, dude.
Bombshell.
I have a tattoo of Glenn Danzig on my leg, dude.
Yeah, that's gay.
I love Glenn Danzig, dude. You're gay.
Dude, liking Danzig's like liking Eminem.
You've never listened to Danzig, dude. You don't know.
You just like, ooh.
I don't get tattoos.
Yeah.
Also, I might marry.
You want one?
Dude, I got the tattoo because Glenn Danzig is one of the greatest songwriters of all time. Of all time.
Given my track record, I might marry a Jew. So I get tattoos.
Dude, you and bro.
We can give you some numbers on your wrist. All right, got that.
Listen,
That bombed. That fell flat.
What?
let's just say I'm the guy you call if you need to flick on your light. I'm the Shabbos.
You're a Shabbos
if you
goy.
can reach
I'm the
it.
only heathen. You know?
Dude, we've all
Wait,
hey,
can
listen.
Jews use electronic wheelchairs?
we've all been a Shabbos goy
Shabbos good.
in our time, dude.
I had a potential mother-in-law that would call me the goy toy.
Yeah, Dan. Yeah, brother.
How is your goy toy? She was Israeli.
Brother, I'll turn on your oven and eat your pussy. You know what I mean?
Oh, what do you mean
Like
by
a good
that?
Shabbos goy. What?
Turn on the oven. What do you mean by that?
They can't turn on the oven. That's what a Shabbos goy does, dude. What are you, anti-Semite?
No, I'm just a really big
What do you
Kanye
mean?
West fan. I just love Kanye.
My anti-Semitism stops
that was that
at
guy,
pussy.
Like I said, Upper West Side, very Jewish neighborhood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, same with like Oceanside and shit.
Hey, can you turn on the lights for me?
Yeah.
What?
No.
Like, yeah, come to 84th and West End. I need some help.
It's
I have
dark.
Yeah.
He's like, I can't see anything.
blocks away.
Yeah. No, I as much as I agree with Kanye
wouldn't
West,
you
I
think-
do love Jews.
Well, what I was gonna say is like, wouldn't you think like they would have some? What's like the contraption where you push the dominoes over?
Oh, no, you're talking about Rube Goldberg
Yeah,
machine.
Rube Goldberg machine. Like they would just like hook up all their lights to one switch and have a
Yeah.
Rube Goldberg machine to drop like a can or something to turn on the lights, so they're not really doing the work.
No,
But
no.
then you can't turn them off.
Yeah. No, it's a
Unless
whole
you have
thing.
another one.
I
It was
know.
like no work at all. So it's like, you know.
Well, it's like
How
they can't
Jewish do you
start
think turning the lights on is work?
because it's they think it's starting a fire in some sense.
You're
It's-
creating.
Listen, have you slept with Jewish girls?
Yes, I dated a Jewish girl for a long time.
Okay. She didn't. How Jewish was she? Did she not tell you about their whole thing?
Yeah, but you know,
Like
it's
on a
sort of-
scale
You didn't
from
listen.
heavier to
Because how could you?
on a scale
she was a soft, like a nice.
It's Hanukkah.
Yeah, she was like a 6.5 out of 10 of Jewish.
Of Jewish.
Like, all right,
we both had to be.
that's a lot of information.
We both went from well that was irrelevant to you mean in Jewish
Yeah, yeah. In Golem terms.
yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, that's about right. Anything above that, it's like, ooh.
I mean they're whatever they are. Yeah, they're always like a step away from a 9.
Yeah, I fucking hate the Orthodox Jews that are in my neighborhood in like Long Island because they just walk in the middle of the street.
Oh, you're right by Jew Garden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that what you call Kew Gardens? Is Jew Gardens?
My best friend is Persian,
Listen to me.
like fucking King Cyrus.
Yeah, that's a lot of gold.
Persian Jew.
Gold trimming.
Persian Jewish
everything.
community.
All right.
Right there in Jew Gardens.
That's what. This is my favorite thing. I love this. that they call it Jew Garden. You're right next to Kew Gardens.
Yeah, we're not far.
You're not far from Kew Gardens.
Shout out Aaron Zarabi. He's also
Shout out Kitty Genovese. She was knife murdered at Kew Gardens.
Yeah.
rest in peace.
R.I.P. No, for real. She was a
You mean
good girl.
Kitty Genovese?
Yeah. What did I say?
Katie?
Sorry. I meant kitty. I think that's just my shitty Midwestern.
Bystander effect.
I think it's just my drunk Midwestern accent coming out.
And I didn't make up this nickname at all. This is like, he told me.
Why are you defending it? Why are you defending yourself so much
For
with
the
it?
viewers. I don't know. You might have some hostages watching.
Yeah, you went over and turned on the TV and just put the podcast on. What? You're watching this. And then left.
And
And then you just
you
like,
leave, and then you're like, now you're doomed to what? You have to
Get out of here.
have a fun weekend.
then a little paddle boy comes and take your job.
All right.
Yeah, that was a lot. That was a lot.
It was a lot. Let's close on a high note.
Yeah.
On a high.
Yeah.
Were you smoking? Is that just marijuana that came?
Fucking
Oh, okay.
whatever this is.
I was like, was that? Yeah.
But
the jewel.
what kind of vape is it? Is it?
Just nicotine. You guys.
No, I'm okay.
I do. Yeah.
That's what Logan.
Yeah. I'm mad addicted.
Yeah.
to
Let me
fucking-
get that. I was like,
Yeah.
all right, well, fine. But
Yeah, I want to equip like your thing with like some booby traps.
oh, don't do that.
No, not for you, not for you. But like, I'm not gonna be like, wait till you're asleep and put a fucking airbag on you.
I want to build a.
I'm like, where's my?
I want to build a haunted house around your wheelchair.
No, but like you know, give it like some spikes on the end so it can like just.
Yeah. Shit, I wasn't even on my. That was like the other day. Justin comes up to me, hey, Mike. He's like, "Hey, what would happen if I just pushed you around the block?"
Dude.
And I was like, whatever. Like, here's the thing.
You have a very Long Island brain. I must say. I like it, man.
I feel like I know Justin better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is, Peter used to do that a lot. The guy that died. Like,
He would just push you around.
hey, Lonnie, let's roll you around the block. You know?
Oh, he was Irish. Oh,
Yeah.
R.I.P.
But he would just cast you into a.
No, they just like roll around with you.
Oh, dude, hold on. That brings me because this could bring us home. What if I like? This is not like a what if I. This is what.
This is something he's
How
done.
do you? This is something I'm thinking about. Like summertime hits, everybody's out. We go into Central Park. There's a bunch of beautiful women, and I violently roll you into a group. There's a group of women sitting there, and I violently.
Or you might get a girlfriend in a wheelchair.
That's what I'm saying.
Like you'll paralyze them. Is what I'm saying.
What I'm saying is a terrible accident will befall a woman.
We've tried that road before. It's,
What to paralyze
So
women?
then-
yeah, it's kind of like batteries. Like it's like.
You can't yeah. Okay, but what I'm saying is,
pelvic thrust.
It's
what
just
I'm
like
saying
you're
is-
fingering her. She's like, all right, all right, whatever. F bombs.
You read the New York Times today?
I'm just saying, as summer approaches, let's think about trying to rope some pussy in together. You know what I mean?
I'll gladly be someone's wing person. If
Yeah.
that's what the question is.
Yeah.
That's what you call that thing?
Kissing?
A wing?
Oh, no, we call this wedding pinky out.
Yeah. He's being extra fancy.
Yeah.
God made him as fancy as possible. All his fingers are splayed out to address his aristocracy.
You took away my legs, but you gave me the swag.
You can take away our legs, but you'll never take away our freedom.
And they can't take away your pussy. You know what I mean? I think.
Anything you guys want to plug?
Listen, nothing really. Just Eli and Eli. My name is Eli. In case you already forgot. There's another Eli in the mix. We host the mic every Tuesday at 10 at the Grizzly Pear. Come through. 5 minutes, and we'll try not to make fun of you.
No, we will make fun of you.
It's a great mic. I support it.
I didn't ask you if you wanted to plug anything.
Oh, never mind then. All right.
No, you want to plug? Go plug.
All right. Danzig. Listen to Danzig. He's the greatest songwriter of all time. Time Trap Podcast.
You have a podcast?
Yeah, it's called Time Trap Podcast. Go listen to it. Corey J. Cooley on Instagram. Tell you what shows I'm on.
Also, assuming I get passed for both, we got the Laughing Buddha Comedy Festival,
Oh yeah, same
Yeah.
here. I'm submitted.
and we got some spots on Broadway Comedy Club coming up too.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, yeah. March
Blah, blah.
22nd, Broadway Comedy Club. March 6th. I don't know if this will be out by then, but March 6th, Comedy Kills. I'll probably be at St. Mark sometime in the meanwhile. All right. Thank you for loving this country. Have a great day.
America. I can't whistle.